Hello, everybody, Caden here today with another episode of Minecraft Dinosaurs, and we're back on the world. Just realized I forgot to change my skin back to the normal one, but you know what, we can deal with that for one episode. Anyway, so we're back with content, yay, dinos. So I have got some news for you guys, but before I get into that, I guess we will begin the episode with actually just getting to work on the Parasaurolophus exhibit, which is what we're going to be working on today. Do I have stone in here? I do actually have some stone. That is quite nice. You know what? I'm just going to chuck all this in here because I'm not going to need most of this for a little bit. But let's go to the lab, not the lab, the building thing. Storage area, that's what it is, and see if we can find ourselves more stone. Also, I did find it funny. People were like, you need to build a path up here, and I'll probably do that at some point. I don't know when, but it will eventually be done. Anyway, aside from that, we are going to be working on the Parasaurolophus exhibit today, like I just mentioned, and I mean, we're probably not going to be doing much more other than just building the stone wall as far as we can get it today. So not a super duper productive episode, but that's more just due to the fact I haven't actually worked on the world since last episode. So, you know, I figured we'd just get around to this. Anyway, what I've actually been meaning to talk about, and that is the video I posted yesterday, which was, if you haven't seen it yet, I would highly suggest you go watch it. I'm not going to make any official decisions based off of it quite yet. I'm going to give it probably to the end of this week, which is when I'll make the official decision on, based on that video, the poll and everything else will be being made into a series. Anyway, yeah, that's what the video was. It was a pick the next series we work on kind of thing. Well, not really pick the next series, but I suggested several of the series that I have planned, and I let you guys vote on which ones you guys wanted to see next. And rather unsurprisingly, and I did predict this, mind you, Jurassicraft is leading by an incredible amount right now. I mean, I think, I can't remember the percentages exactly, but I think it was something like 70% of the votes were for Jurassicraft, and then the second highest one, which I was actually somewhat surprised by, was the medieval series I've been thinking about doing, which I think was on like 20% or 18, something like that. And then I think last place is currently, because I'm only gonna do the top 3 for like in the next month or two. But I think that for third place, it was tied between Dragon Rise Season 2 and then Skyrim, I think. But yeah, again, if you want to vote and you haven't seen that video yet, I would highly suggest going there. It basically just is a place where you can pick the next series. I did also read through a lot of the suggestions in the comments, and I will actually address some of those right now. For the people who asked me to play something like Mesozoica or Ark, I have already said, actually about Mesozoica in that video, and I've said about Ark before. I have a pretty bad computer right now. I cannot actually run either of those games. So, and I also mentioned about Mesozoica at least. I will not be playing Mesozoica for a while. I mean, yeah, it's got stuff in it right now, but I don't really like buying early access games. Early access is not my kind of thing. I know, obviously, early access is required for some games to get them going, to actually get enough money to release the full game, but I typically do not enjoy getting early access, and therefore, I will not be buying Mesozoica until it has been fully released, or is about to fully release, because, well, that's just my philosophy with game buying. I just typically don't like to buy alpha games. Beta maybe, but like late stages of the beta. Yeah, that's just my philosophy, and that's why I'm not going to be playing Mesozoica. Another thing I saw suggested in the comments was JPOG, and we will consider going back to JPOG at some point. I am not sure when though. I don't know. So I guess that's the other thing I should really talk about with this whole series idea thing. Most of these will not be implemented, actually probably not any of these will be implemented this week, or like this week of content. Most likely this mainly just because I want to let the polls run their course and see what emerges on top. But, that, and also I want a bit more time to get mod packs fully assembled, beta test some stuff out with it, and then get a world ready. But other than that, yeah, I was honestly pretty happy with how that video went. It was good, and I actually enjoyed a lot of the feedback. But yeah, so next week we will potentially be starting, well, I'm pretty sure we'll be starting the Jurassic Craft Creative Mode Zoo. I don't really know what we're going to do to start that one off. I think I might make a video like right before it starts, or like the last video I upload before I make that one will be like vote for which dinosaur you want to see, or maybe I'll just do like a zoo entrance for it, and then we can go from there and have you guys vote for what's next. Anyway, that's pretty irrelevant to, you know, what we're doing today, which is preparing to get the Parasaurolophus into this park, because obviously this is one we've been talking about for quite a while. I don't know. Oh man, it really does feel weird. So this week I am hopefully going to try and get back to the full week of recording / uploading, which means there will not be a lot of in-between episode progress in this series, in Dinos or in Wildlife Park, which I think I'll be doing 2 episodes of. That'll probably be tomorrow and then Thursday, and then obviously Wednesday and Friday will then be Dinosaurs as well. And yeah, so don't expect too much in-between progress for this exhibit. At most I might add in like a little bit of rock work, but that will probably be it. I don't know why I'm taking, oh, that's why I'm taking it down, because I kind of wanted to move the rock wall over here. Okay, just took all my armor off. That's why I had my armor off. I was like, because I had to send a screenshot of this skin to one of my friends, and then we'll do like 5, 6, and then kind of like that. Rock walls are kind of hard to build sometimes, and usually these are a lot thicker than you realize. I can end up wasting quite a lot of stone sometimes building these things, because I'm not always super sure on how they're going to end up looking, but I mean, that one has actually turned out quite well. I do quite enjoy how that one looks. So where was I thinking the wall was going to go to? I wanted it to completely cover the length of the Pachycephalosaur exhibit, and then probably curve around here, put some sort of thing here, because then the pathway is going straight. So it could be like right over here or something? I don't know. I really should have thought this out a bit more. Oh, that was another thing I just remembered because of the Pachycephalosaur barn. Someone actually had a really cool idea that I would like to try and implement. So obviously we've been talking about the whole ranger station, the veterinary area, which I think I talked about last episode, the barns and all like the worker areas. And someone suggested I make a bunch of underground tunnels connecting all the exhibits together. And I really like that idea. Mainly because, and that was another suggested series, wasn't it? Jurassic Park, the Telltale game. Because there was like a whole section where you're underground and you're getting like chased by Troodon and stuff like that. And it's an interesting scene. I don't know, it's kind of cool, and I think it'd be interesting to try and replicate something like that in our park. It'd be kind of cool looking. I don't know. Sorry about that. Someone opened my door. What am I talking about? It's funny. So like the simplest thing, like a distant noise, and like suddenly I get super derailed about what I was talking about. Something things. Oh, Jurassic Park, the Telltale game. It's talking about the tunnels. Yeah, that was a suggested game for me to play. I remember. I don't know if I would play that. I really don't. I don't own it, and I really have no interest in playing it as of now. I mean, it just isn't a great game. It's pretty bad. It's not very well made. The dialogue is very, very like hammy and cheesy, and it's not great at all. But yeah, so there's that, and then I don't know. I mean, I don't think that'd be a very popular video series either. I mean, how old is that game? It's like what, like 5, 6 years old, something like that? I don't know. Anyway, let's stop talking about that and get back to shoveling dirt, because I don't know, I've got nothing better to do with my time at this moment. Oh boy. Oh yeah, another reason content will be probably resuming a bit more this week at least, is because I have like nothing at school this week. It is a very, very short week. I mean, well, not short week, but obviously it's a very light week. School just started back up from winter break, so that's nice, I guess. I really wish it was still winter break, in all honesty. I loved not having to, you know, wake up every morning and go to school and be like, see people you don't want to see, and then, yeah. Anyway, I actually ran out of shovels. I'm impressed with that. One does not simply run out of shovels. It is a skill that is acquired after many years of practice. Only then does one truly learn how to run out of shovels at a moment's notice. Something like that. It's at a bit of a weird angle here, isn't it? Yeah, that's a bit of a weird angle. I mean, it doesn't need to look particularly good from this side, I guess. I'm gonna make it look I'm gonna try and make it look really good, obviously, because, well, I like doing that. I like stone walls. Probably one of my favorite backgrounds for an... Dang it. Okay. I don't want them all to look like this, so I will actually remove that one. And this is where we need the Silk Touch pickaxe, if I could get one. I remember, like, it's one of those things. It's like, when you want one, you will never get one. The instant you no longer want one and want something like Fortune 3, let's say, you instantly get a Silk Touch pickaxe, and you're like, why? Why did this happen? It's like Legos. Man, Legos. You look through like this giant bin of pieces looking for one specific piece. Don't find it. Instant you stop looking for it. They're like everywhere. There are billions of this one piece, and you're just like, how can I not find it? It's weird. So weird. I'm kind of annoyed now that I used up a secondary stack. I don't know why. I just like, I have a thing with resources in Minecraft, and that I really, really dislike it when I waste resources like that. Or not waste resources, but, you know, like have uneven stacks in my inventory. I don't know why it bothers me, but it really does. Anyway, let's get down to business. And there we go. I mean, obviously this will look a bit better when we've got like the grass overhang and some trees over here and everything like that. Let's see. And then actually we could put out a bit like this. Maybe I should make like a rock wall tutorial video. I mean, actually, I guess that is something I could do if I ever was just like stuck for a video idea on one day. Just how to build rock walls. I don't actually know how many people would find that useful. I find it kind of useful. Well, not kind of. I find it quite useful with these things, because it's a bit of an easier and, in my opinion, a much more pretty way of blocking off an area. Because instead of it just being like a fence, and if you don't, especially if you don't want people to see into a specific area, you can just place down some stone, and it just creates obviously a bit of a natural barrier, which is cool looking. There we go. I think that looks a bit better. And then actually, I'm gonna push this in a bit, I think. Yep, that's better. All right, and we'll begin a little uprise there. Okay, anyway, we need to get back to the bed so we can sleep real quick. I really need to finish this area up a bit. And finish the tunnel, and well, there's a lot of things I need to finish, but what? It's like episode, I almost said 131. It's episode 31. When you look back at your old video counts, you're like, I made it to episode 100 something something. What episode did I make it to? Did I make it to 150 last time? No, I don't think I did. I think I made it to like 125 or something. Some number like that. I don't really remember, in all honesty. That was quite a while ago. By which I mean, wait, when did I end that? Like, June? Yeah, so I guess about 6 months ago. So never mind, it has been quite a while. Wait, no, there's no way this has been going on for more. No, it's probably been going on for like 5 or 6 months. Wow, I have done very little. This is back to like the beginning of my channel days when I made like 1 video a month. Of course, though, I guess I did that at one point. I mean, I basically missed the entire month of November, so I guess that kind of explains it. I mean, missing an entire month's worth of content is, you know, detrimental to progressing in series, but yeah, whatever. What's done is done. Can't bring it back. Can't buy lost time. And yeah, that one needs to go there. Sorry, I'm going to be slightly quiet while I'm building this, but obviously, if you guys have seen me do building videos before, that's typically just what happens. I go into like super concentration build mode, and then it's kind of hard to get out of that because I'm like, okay, I need to focus on like counting blocks and stuff. And then obviously going back and forth to see how it looks. And this, yeah, yeah, there we go. Okay. That's much better looking. Okay. 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 And then maybe just like do that. Yeah, that could work. And then actually I want that. Okay. Okay. Complicated stuff here. Well, not really complicated, but stuff here. And wow, you guys are like going crazy for that log. Going absolutely mental. Anyway, let's... Well, I've got... Wow, I have a lot of dirt. I did not realize how much dirt I had. Well, dirt's always a useful block. I mean... Well, actually, yeah, it's probably the most useful block with most of my builds because I do a ton, and I mean an absolute, like, ton, as in the measurement of weight, of terraform. Terrible. I do an absolute ton of terraforming in these worlds. Like, you're honestly, like, when I get towards the later stages of these parks, you'd be hard pressed to find a block that was actually part of the original terrain. Because I changed so much of the terrain by like the end of a series. Mainly because I'm like, this terrain was good, I will admit that, but it can be made better. It can always be made better to fit more accordingly with what I end up needing for the park. I should really hop down. Well, I fell down, so there we go. Yes. And there. That area actually has turned out quite well considering I've done very little sculpting here. And then we just fill it in like that. Whoops. You know what? It may not have actually needed blocks taken removed, but actually placed. And then do like that. And drag that down one by one. There we go. Yeah, that looks a lot better, I think. Yeah, that's good. Actually, maybe do that. Better, definitely better. Okay, well, that's that. I've probably not made nearly as much progress as I think I have. I'm like, oh, I've done a lot this episode. No, I dug that little bit out, and then I made this. So, not really the best of my the best use of time, but it's a use of time at least. We're getting it to that 20-minute mark. Getting to that 20-minute mark. Anyway, let's get a couple more rocks, stone blocks placed down. I'm actually out of stone. That is a testament to how much stone these guys eat up. Like, that's like, it's like one of those things where it's like, it doesn't look like that many blocks, but it's actually a ton of blocks. I think that was like 4 or 5 stacks of stone. Maybe I have some in here. No, we got some from here. I remember that. Maybe I have some in the laboratory? Maybe. I know I have some at the quarry as well as at the house, but those are far away. I have 2. I have a lot of, you know what? I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna smelt this up. I really should get the coal out of the, analyzer. I don't know why I've not used much of that. I meant to move it and then I didn't. It's weird. Can't explain it. Oh, we already have coal in there. Okay. Oh, and that was only one side. I just realized that was only one side. Wow. That one's full. No, wrong. Did not mean to do that. Wow, we have a lot of dirt. Like, tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of dirt. What? Honestly, how do I keep... Actually, I was gonna ask, like, how do I keep my dirt reserves up, like, with the amount of dirt I've actually had to replace? Obviously, because it's partially been replaced, and I've taken out a couple of hills while doing these projects. I'm beginning to wonder if it should be flush. I really am. If it should be flush, how flush it should be with that thing, the other wall, if it should be like the same height or something. Or, you know, if this is okay. I don't really know. I don't really know. Anyway, I guess we can just hop back up here. And do this. Get more of an overhang. Because, I don't know, I like overhangs when building these kind of things. They're kind of cool looking. And there we go. We got another level. And I don't know if I actually want... I think this might be as high as it goes, actually. And that is a very typical kind of stone wall for me. 2 small indents and then 2 or 3 large sticky outy bits. But yeah, that's pretty much that. I think that might actually be what I do for all I do for this episode. I don't really have anything else planned, do I? Do I have anything in here? Coal. I don't have as much coal as I thought I did. I have a lot of sand. That's actually really good. You know, wow. I really should stop throwing things in random chests. I really should. I'm gonna actually just throw some sand in these, because why not? Let's get the sifters going. We've not used them for quite a while. But I think we might actually just end the episode here. bit of a strange, well, not a bit of a strange episode, good episode in my opinion. We did some good building. Next episode will probably be very similar to this, just going around and building up more of the Parasaurolophus exhibit. But yeah, I think that's all we're gonna have for today. So thank you guys again for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and until next time, see ya.